Metal Gear Solid 5 in a nutshell. Recommended. It's kind of like Pokemon, but you collect Soviet soldiers. Oh, well, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game, but now I kind of want to. Anon has a $1 billion idea for PUBG Battlegrounds. Not recommended. You guys should put bug fixes in loot crates. Wait, I should patent that. Sakura Beach. Not recommended. No boobs, me sad. I feel that one. Sims 4. Recommended. Had 12 kids with 8 different women. Became president, then died when I tried cooking spaghetti. 10 out of 10. You could become the president, but you couldn't cook yourself some frickin' spaghetti. Should this be here or on r/rare insults? Not recommended. This game crashes more than a drunk driver who's blind. Rocket League. Recommended. Just like normal soccer, but now you can't pretend you've hurt your leg. Torchlight 3. Not recommended. If this game was a spice, it would be flour. Ooh, that's rough. Recommend. The Forest. Recommended. I cut down a tree and it broke my house, so I cried for an hour. Yeah, The Forest is pretty brutal, but I recommend it. 8,900 hours and still not got 100% achievements for GTA 5. Not recommended. I have still not managed to get all achievements in 8,500 hours. Bad game. We'll keep playing it though. 2 different kinds of people. Needy streamer overload. Recommended. I can fix her. Recommended. I can make her worse. Not recommended. I was expecting this game to have 1,000 hours of gameplay, and he has played a 999.4. I'd say he's eligible for a refund. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy review. Recommended. Very simple controls, only uses the mouse, Alt, and F4. Bruh, Aura Kingdom. Recommended. Might have played it for a while. 31,535 hours? Holy shit. Destiny 2, he's still playing daily. Not recommended with 519 hours at review time. Dead game, dead game, dead game, dead game, dead game, dead game. Fallout New Vegas. Recommended. You killed my family. Speech 100. Nah. Oh, okay then. Uno Bully. Recommended. I'm colorblind and can't speak Spanish. 10 out of 10. A review for Hacknet. Recommended. Hack into Jason's ePhone 4S, find pork buns txt. It's a recipe for pork buns. Pause game to make pork buns. 10 out of 10. Pork buns were delicious. Stardew Valley. Recommended. Spent a week giving a girl flowers and buying her beer. Asked her to dance with me and she said, ew, no. Very realistic. 10 out of 10. Recommended. Imagine a guy comes up to you and beats the shit out of you and leaves you for death. Steals all your blank and sleeps with your wife. Then over the next year he pays for all of your medical bills, checks up on you regularly to make sure everything is okay, and tries so often, but not say it explicitly, to apologize for the wife thing. He then takes you out and buys you ice cream and you guys become good friends. What do you say in this situation? This is No Man's Sky. Fallout First is the best DLC ever made. Can't recommend it enough. Recommended. A must-buy for any Fallout 76 players. If you haven't bought Fallout 76 already, do it now. Let's see what the censored text says. Please help. I'm being held in Bethesda's HQ basement with hundreds of others being forced to leave positive reviews for Fallout 76 content. I'm sure he's just joking around. Next review. Recommended. I made my Sims woohoo 5 times in a row. I wish my boyfriend could do that. Oof. Project Zomboid. Recommended. I found a hunting knife and shotgun shells in a kindergarten classroom. 10 out of 10. Guarantee you there's like 5 people right now typing up a comment, bet it takes place in America. Your Honor, I didn't mean to cheat. You don't understand. Not recommended. Waiting 1,000 days for unban. I didn't mean to cheat. Right, but you meant to install the cheats, right? A review on Kovacs Aim Trainer. Not recommended. Don't need this, I'm naturally talented. 1,770 hours on record. Which one to choose? Destiny 2. Recommended. It's cheaper than but will ruin your life just the same. Two Sides, Game Dev Tycoon. Recommended. My company went bankrupt after I released the exact same Call of Duty game 12 times in a row, all with slightly differing names. 0 out of 10, not realistic. Recommended. 6 games were my top seller. 5 of them were sequels to the original. People slowly started to hate me. Sales went down. All games named Call of Duty. Realistic game, 10 out of 10. No, I'm not. Doki Doki Literature Club. Are you winning, son? Yeah, I don't know what goes on in that game, but I hear it's not great. Vroom! Forza Horizon 4. Recommended. Vroom, 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 click, clack, vroom, click, clack, vroom, click, clack, vroom, click, clack, vroom. Phew! He's still learning. After finishing the tutorial just now, I feel like I'm ready to start the adventure that is Europa Universalis 4. Bliet, Hotline Miami. Recommended. More Russians than CSGO. He put a lot of time into it. Ruined King. Recommended. After putting a lot of time into it, I can say it's alright. Viego's still a big baby though. Okay. 0.1 hours is quite a lot of time, I must say. On a review for Among Us. Recommended. Lego Batman. Sad Face. Super Animal Royale. Not recommended. I'm so sad. 1800 hours. Confused Face. Antechamber. Recommended. The game gave me 2 options. All 3 of them were wrong. CSGO. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Who could have guessed? Recommended. Every team consists of 5 people. You, Russian guy, another Russian guy who speaks English, a 6-year-old kid who slept with your mother. 11 out of 10. Too much salt and, whatever that says. Not enough curva. Would love to take another dose of salt and punch my little brother. Just looking for funny reviews and came across to find this, Team Fortress 2. Not recommended. Game is a ripoff of Fortnite. I thought it was a ripoff of Overwatch. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Not recommended. Fuck you, Brian. Stop gifting me pirate games. It's a birth defect, not a peg leg. And it's free. Desert Bus VR. Recommended. Remake of a masterpiece. Immerses you in the fictional world of Nevada. Was looking at Dark Souls 3 and found this review. Pretty accurate. Recommended. DayZ. Not recommended. Stephen Hawking runs better than this game. Well, found on Gary's mod. Recommended. It's alright, I guess. Yeah, I've played it once or twice. It's fine. Yes, but actually no. Moss. Not recommended. I would highly recommend this game, but it is very short. Sums up Death Stranding. Recommended. In this game, Norman Reedus meetus a fetus, but Reedus had to eatus the fetus and fetus the fetus to the hetus, but Reedus needus the fetus to beatus the betitus, so they don't eatus the Reedus and the fetus, so Deadman agreedus to Reedus's pleatus so that the mission could succeedus. It's pretty neatus. Dude, I just spat bars. That was my first take on that. Please clap. I feel the same. Stick fight. Not recommended. Fun with friends, but I have no friends. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Chivalry 2. Recommended. I got my arms chopped off and killed a guy using my head. Recommended. I cut a guy's arms off and he headbutted me to death. Black Knight out of 10. Dota 2. Recommended. This game taught me about the diversity of cultures that our small little corner of the universe offers. Then it taught me to hate them all. Dude played 750 more hours after reviewing it as literal Not recommended. Steaming pile of crap. 250 hours at review time, and now he has 1,000 hours on record. Recommended. Violent video games doesn't make people violent, Geometry Dash does. Stardew Valley addiction. Recommended. My girlfriend bought me this game so I can play with her. I probably spent more time on this game than with her. I guess. Parkour tag. Recommended. The problem with the game is that the robots are too attractive, so you can't focus on doing the parkour. Keep talking and nobody, except your couple, explode. Recommended. My wife kept talking and we got divorced. 10 out of 10. Just a bit. Balloon Tower Defense 6. Recommended. I tested it for a bit. It's okay. 4,700 hours. Be careful what you wish for. Dying Light 2. Recommended. 1 like equals 1 day without nutting. 5,695 people found this review helpful. Decided to make this and it got most helpful. What? Not recommended. Stop reading bad reviews, you won't find any. It's great with infinite replayability, just do yourself a favor and buy it. Okay, Click Your Heroes. Just a tiny bit. Recommended. I played it a tiny bit. It's decent. Yoda's fat ass for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Recommended. Yoda has a fat ass in this game. Can confirm. Hacknet gets even more real. Recommended. Started the game, revealed new commands 30 minutes in. One command is open CD tray, accessed my in-game PC, typed open CD tray, my actual PC's disk tray opened, panicked like a motherfucker. 10 out of 10. I love that this review made it to the front page for Black Ops. I would really love for my friends to play zombies with me, but it's $100 for a 5-year-old game. Yeah, the Call of Duty games really don't like to go down in price at all. Sea of Thieves. Not recommended. This game ruined my life. We were attacked by some noobs and they destroyed us. Then all my friends started accusing me of being greedy and humiliated us because of me. I lost my friends, I wasted my time, I will be a virgin all my life, I spent all my money saved, my parents think I'm a failure, I will not be able to finish secondary school. Don't do this to yourself. Find your girlfriends, live your life, and study until it's too late, as it is with me. My man, I think your problem started way before Sea of Thieves. Mamma mia, Casino Inc. Recommended. You're a good kid. I like you. Don't go to Pasta Italiano on the 27th of February, 1970. Skyrim mods are wild. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. Recommended. Why are there so many porn addicts in the community tab? That's just for every game I've seen. PUBG reviews, 2-for-1 special. Recommended. Fun and challenging for both you and your PC. Recommended. Realistic and fun simulation of Detroit area. 1,269 hours, Gary's mod. Recommended. Penis. Gmod is pretty penisy. Left on red. Recommended. I realized she ain't coming back. Mordhau review. Really funny. Recommended. I'm gonna teach my son to play this game, and every time he loses a duel, he spends a night in the shed. I cannot agree more. Nerf Legends. Not recommended. Roses are red, violets are blue, the devs are going to hell. Okay. Boner. Phasmophobia. Recommended. The ghost scared me so bad it gave me boner. Not recommended. No comment. 2,294 hours on record. My time at Portia. Not recommended. Refunded because I couldn't be bald. That's just disrespectful. Nico Para? Recommended. My family might think I'm a loser, but I know I'm the real winner being surrounded by all these kawaii Nico ladies. French. Age of History 2. Not recommended. The game includes France. Ugh. 943.6 hours on Pajama Sam 3. Recommended. This game is slowly consuming my life. Classic FM2, also FU Alicia, Football Manager 2022. Recommended. I am addicted, my wife left me, but I won the league, so who's laughing now, Alicia, you stupid bitch? Give me back my kids. VR chat. Recommended. The anime people bully me. Well, I mean, they get bullied all the time, so it has to balance out at some point. The Wolf Among Us. Recommended. You can kill British people. Did you answer? Do not feed the monkeys. Recommended. I got an angry phone call from a plant. Oh no. Grand Theft Auto 5. Highly recommend for young children to learn manners, respect for others, sharing, and to be a good citizen. That's what I got from that game. Oh god. VR Kanojo. Recommended. 10,000 hours on record. I have lost sense of time and reality. Relatable. Warframe. Recommended. I hate this game. 5,550 hours on record. Recommended. Cool game, but I still can't find Elden Ring. I don't know where he is. Elite Dangerous. Not recommended. Game's trash. I hated all 1,035 hours of it. Dark Souls review. Pretty funny. Not recommended. Pfft, wow, what is this? A game for babies? I beat it with a broken Wii stick that had Vaseline smeared all over it. 0 out of 10. Not for true epic gamers. Betafield 20 to 42 FPS. Battlefield 2042. Not recommended. DICE and EA can suck my capitalist hairy penis. Hey, let's leave DICE out of this. They're developers. Developers are usually not the ones causing problems. It's all the higher-ups. The trees. Stay out. Not recommended. Help. I am forever lost in first zone. Stuck. I'm suffering. I can remember every tree. 10 out of 10. The first review I saw for this game. Postal 3. Recommended. My wife left me. Ironic. PUBG. Recommended. Product received for free. Please don't sell this game free. Borderlands 2. Not recommended. Okay, so you read some of the positive reviews and thought, huh, seems cool. I wonder if there's anything wrong or bad about the game. So you click no, the negative reviews, to find out. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with the game, but there is with you. Do you know how I know that? I do. It's because you clicked on negative reviews instead of add to cart. You see the problem here? So why are you still reading this review? Buy the fucking game already. Get the Game of the Year copy. Developer response. Rolled out. Recommended. The rat spews vomit and or piss when you go fast. Can't recommend enough. Developer response. I don't think this happens. Well, I'm not buying the game then. Found two funnies next to each other. Ark Survival Evolved. Recommended. This game eats at your very soul until you are nothing but a husk. Buy it. Not recommended. Can't have sex with Dino. The Family Circle, not Family Tree in Crusader Kings 3. Recommended. Married my cousin, then did it again, but in the game. 10 out of 10. Sweet Home Alabama. I am a 45-year-old father, probably one of the oldest people playing this game. I am a single father to my son, who is 14 now. My son got this game for Christmas in 2020 from his uncle, so he installed it on his computer and he started playing. By the end of the week, he had 24 hours on this game. This was horrible for me, as it was already hard for me to find ways to spend time with my son, as he is always out with his friends or just watching YouTube. So I decided to make a Steam account and get this game game to see if I could maybe play alongside him. I loaded into the game, made my character and world, and started playing, but I was stuck on what you were supposed to do. I asked my son for help and he hosted the game for me to join. We spent 7 hours on the game that night and we had killed the first 3 bosses. I loved it as it was the best time I'd ever spent with my son since my wife had died. This game has ever since brought me and my son closer again, and now we actually spend time together outside the house together as well. This game reminded me that there's fun to be had in everything, and it has brought both me and my son many happy memories. Thank you, Terraria. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go cry. I'll be right back. Okay, Steam review for Mortal Kombat. Recommended. Once I learn how to block, all of you are in trouble. 28 hours on record, and he still doesn't know how to block. He'll get there. He'll figure it out. Find love or die trying. Recommended. Played all 7 endings. No Bobs or Vagine. Not recommended. No Bobs or Vagine. Battleborn. Not recommended. Product received for free. I've been ripped off. Something doesn't compute here. Nice. Battlefield 2042. Recommended. Supports Alt F4. Oh, thank God. Recommended. Stardew Valley lets me live out my sexual fantasies of having a house, a job, and someone who cares about me. 11 out of 10. Made me laugh. Maybe I'm insane to like this game, not him. Shenzhen IO? Not recommended. Product received for free. If I wanted to read a 47-page manual in order to function, I'd have just stayed in college. Poetry. Poker night at the inventory. Recommended. This game taught me that my sex life is like a game of poker. Sometimes I just need a good hand. Disco Elysium. Helpful review? Nope. Not recommended. Product refunded. Worst game I ever bought. Not a game for shooter and action gamer. Oh, yeah, no, those tags do not say anything about shooters or action. Yep, pretty accurate description of Left 4 Dead 2. Recommended. It's not about killing zombies, it's about protecting 3 idiots that do everything in their power to die. Hey yo, my computer is vaping. Tear down. Recommended. I want multiplayer so I can crash 2 computers at once. Teardown is a pretty sick-ass game, though. Recommended by your friend. 2D girls are better. Haven't seen the outside in months. Team Fortress 2. Recommended. A burning hat IRL? Worthless. A burning hat in-game? $500. I like. This is on Gary's mod. Recommended. I miss my wife and kids. Found on The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition. Recommended. Triss gets naked. Ooh. Good to know I wasn't exactly sure. Subnautica. Recommended. There is in fact water. No way. Nope, just looked up Subnautica. There is water. Rocket League. Recommended. You know a game is good when it's the last thing you think about at night and the first thing you want to do in the morning. Rocket League made me forget to masturbate. 10 out of 10. Assassin's Creed Unity. Recommended. You get to stab people in the balls after smacking them in the side of the head with a musket. It's like being force-fed dopamine. Achievement clicker. Recommended. Playing this game is like eating an entire cake by yourself. It seems so tantalizing at the start, but by the end you mostly just feel disgusted with yourself. Lego Harry Potter. Recommended. Everything was mostly portrayed according to the movie, but Dumbledore. Man, Dumbledore wasn't gay enough. Can confirm. Ark Survival Evolved. Recommended. Wakes up on island, poops, picks up the poop, eats the poop, gets sick, dies, respawns, Pussy Slayer 420 comes up on a Bronto and smacks me, it's just a prank bro, dies, respawns, gets attacked by a big ostrich, dies. 10 out of 10 would die again. Review from Half-Life 2. Not recommended. Gorand Fremen is a nerd. I want to play an Amuka as Gun Adin Truck. Alex is Blacko. I do what? I do like Barney. He is America and likes trucks and guns and NASCAR. Yep, I remember very clearly Barney saying, "Hey Gordon, you want to come over and watch NASCAR about that beer I owed you? You know, there's a driver named Jeff Gordon." Okay, we're moving on. Payday, the heist. Recommended. 4 old men escape their midlife crisis by dressing up as a parody of Slipknot and going on heists together. Dave kinda thick, not gonna lie. Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year edition. Recommended. The way Crazy Dave's fat butt cheeks jiggle makes me mad horny, not gonna lie. Hunt Down the Freeman. Not recommended. I like the game until he said a naughty about his face and Mummy said I'm not supposed to listen to those words. Sorry, Mummy. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Recommended. No one knows why this game is fun. The world's largest mystery since women. Yeah, I've played so many hours of American Truck Simulator. It just, I don't know, there's something about it, man. Yes, Subnautica. Recommended. Get emotionally attached to a fat sea creature and then completely forget about it a week after you finish the game. Still one of the funniest reviews I've read. PUBG. Not recommended. I'd rather download Bonzi Buddy. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Product refunded. Getting over it. Recommended. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? Oh, I'm sure the narrator tells you all about it. Puzzle game for kids. Not recommended. Kids aren't this stupid. An old review that's become a meme in the community of a game called Foxhole. Not recommended. This game is not what I thought it was going to be. Oh, yeah, no. I don't even know what it is at this point now. May you rest in peace, old lamb. Catherine Classic. Recommended. Edge, 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 new record, new record, new record, edge, 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 new record, edge, 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 new record. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't think he likes the game. Albeit man in another world. Not recommended. Almost only time I can come out and say, this game's blank, blank, weird ass blank can run faster than me and hold the intelligence of my little blank brother. The only thing good here is the ambience. This makes me anger with the force of an upset stomach after you eat spicy Cheetos modified with the underhand grenade launcher attachment. Oh, blank, blank, blank. 6 minutes in and I want to piss on my computer. Gentlemen, become rough men. Blank, you, what was a gay. Hopefully Adam's alive. Pizza Tower. Recommended. This happened to my buddy Adam once. Let him see his kids, Sheila. War Thunder. Not recommended. This game stole my wife. 2 out of 5 stars. Will improve the rating if you please just let me see my kids, Sheila. Can we get hashtag let him see the kids, Sheila, in the comments? Thank you. Very informative, thanks. Recommended. The perfect boyfriend dungeon. Recommended. I can date a dagger who makes her own baklava. On sale right now, thinking about buying it. Celeste. Recommended. Amazing game, very transgender. Well, I've played the game and I can say it's fun. I haven't picked up any transgender allegories or anything like that so far. To be fair, I haven't played that much, but it's fun. I like it. It's good. Recommended. Trans rights. He almost doubled his playtime after his review. Exodus from the Earth. Not recommended. Why must you do this? Flight Simulator X, Steam Edition. Recommended. This game allowed me to crash my plane into my high school. Recommended. Okay. The most sane PPG player. People Playground. Recommended. Kill. I mean, at least he has his priorities. Sonic Adventure 2. Recommended. I want to pipe the bat. God damn it. Not recommended. J.K. Rowling is a capitalist. Not recommended. Trans rights are human rights. Not recommended. There's British people in the game. Couldn't tell you what game this is. Recommended. The monsters singing drown out my parents arguing. What game is this? Castle Crashers. Recommended. Given the chance, I would do unholy things to the Clown Princess. Googling Clown Princess. Alright, what the Meh. Kerbal Space Program. Recommended. Meh. Well, yeah, only 6,932 hours on record. So yeah, I mean, hey, look, you know, some games just don't click with you, you know? Bro, how you so good? Undertale. Recommended. The funny bone man only thrashed my ass 36 times. You know, I still have yet to play Undertale. But I don't know if listening to that good-ass music is worth getting my ass thrashed. The truth. Brawlhalla. Recommended. Throwing the gun gives you more range than actually firing it. I cannot confirm. I have not played Brawlhalla. This is not a Resident Evil 5 remake. Papa's Freezeria Deluxe. Recommended. This is not a Resident Evil 5 remake. No, but God, do I want one after 4. It was so perfect. Also, Papa's Freezeria, get it. It's on Steam. Please, for the love of God, the Papa crew, please put all of them on Steam. I'm begging you. Sorry, okay, now we'll move on now. It adds up. Project Zomboid. Recommended. Died because a glass shard pierced my ball sack. Well, now I gotta play this game. We aren't being sent there ever again. Humankind. Recommended. I've done it. Brazil is no more. Thank you, Amplitude Studios. Recommended. It's okay. 658 hours. Yeah, I barely played that one. Spend some time. Blender. Recommended. I spent some time learning how to delete the default cube. I finally got it. 12,419 hours at review time. Basically every single review of this game. Lobotomy Core. Recommended. This game hurts me on a deep, personal level. 9 out of 10. Would recommend people play this. Good lord. Totally accurate battlegrounds. Not recommended. I don't think I'll ever put more than 2 hours total into this game. 2,571 hours on record. Bun and Patty, Deep Rock Galactic. Recommended. Still better working conditions than Burger King. This is the average Geometry Dash review on Steam. Recommended. The voices are getting louder. They bring up a fair point. Beholder 3. Recommended. Very fun game, but there are 2 problems. 1, no endless mode, which is understandable because animation and coding is hard. 2, I can't blackmail children. Guess you came back with the milk. Enter game name here. Recommended. Nice dad simulator. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Not recommended. Game runs as well as Brendan Fraser in The Whale. Okay, well, I can't speak on The Whale, but I have, at launch, I actually booted up Jedi Survivor and immediately refunded that. Because god damn it, dude. I've heard the game is good, but I refuse to play it if it's not working. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rant. We'll move on. Walt Eternal. Doom Eternal. Jesse, we've got to rip and tear. Uh-oh. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. Conciliato. You can fart on a vampire in this game. Mine too. The Bible. Recommended. My favorite character died. What the f***? There are 2 kinds of people. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Not recommended by your friend. No. Recommended by your friend. Yes. You know what? I get it. Pizza Tower. Recommended. I want to have sex with Peppino. Recommended. Hamster Strip Club. I do not know what game this is. Heizen Monkey. Bloons Tower Defense 6. A monkey opens his door and gets suffocated by a balloon, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who pops. This one sold me. Find a love or die trying. Recently posted. I don't remember playing this. That's the thing. Pizza Tower. Not recommended. You can't become the Pizza Tower. So you're telling me that this game doesn't really make you feel like Pizza Tower? I don't really know if I want to buy it, and that's kind of the whole idea, I thought. Recommended, sir. They just hit the second Pizza Tower. Ladies and gentlemen of this nation, our Pizza Tower has been hit, and well, that means I can't get a pizza. The state that inspired a franchise. Borderlands. Recommended. Large, sandy desert, bandits and psychos everywhere, redneck car dealers, alien creatures out to kill you at all times, 87 bazillion guns. Man, Texas sure is great. God bless America. Mr. Long Drive. The Long Drive. Recommended. This game is very good because you can drive car. My dad beats me. Thank you, Mr. Long Drive, for making this game to make me forget. Meditate. Tetris Effect. Recommended. Lamau, they made Tetris into a full-blown religious experience. Very insightful. Megaton Rainfall. Not recommended. Game sucks. I go to bed. Recommended. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. And that about a couple hundred more times. Oh. Okay. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Conciliato. I like men. Don't we all? Honey Select 2. Recommended. I live to disappoint my parents. Can't wait for Part 2. The Last of Us Part 1. Not recommended. The Crash of Us Part 1. It's so frustrating. It's so... all these games I love so much. I'd like to play them on the computer. But I can't play them on the computer because, I don't know, it's not like they're made on computers or anything like that. Doesn't make any sense. Not recommended. No peanut butter, bad game. Do not play if you like peanut butter. Well, I love peanut butter, so I guess I'm never touching whatever game this is. One of the most immersive games of the era. Sifu. Recommended. You can beat up women, fat people, disabled grannies, and your dad. 10 out of 10. Can't find a flaw in his logic. Satisfactory. Recommended. Industrial Revolution Simulator. Review to CSGO. Recommended. Yes, it's a bad game that needs to add aim like in Call of Duty. 88 hours plays and he decides, you know what? Huh. I think this needs to be more like Call of Duty. Fair enough. Universe Sandbox. I'm not sure how to say this one, I don't want to mess it up, so recommended. Good game, but no sex. Amen, brother. When the IRL version of the game is better. FIFA 23. Not recommended. I would rather go outside and play football. Damn, that's impressive when the thing emulating the thing you don't want to do in real life is so bad that it makes you want to do the thing in real life. Pride? Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Recommended. Nobody reads the reviews anyways, so I'll just say I'm gay. Well, I'm very proud of you. Ah, yes, very helpful. Mindustry. Recommended. My girlfriend left me. It happens. Looking through Corpse Party 2021 reviews. Recommended. I get the corpses part, but where was the party? There is an imposter among Goose. Goose, goose, duck. Recommended. Among Goose. Recommended. Among Goose. Recommended. Among Goose. Recommended. Among Goose. Recommended. I screamed at children. Bruh. Psychonauts 2. Recommended. Rasputin learns that just like in real life, upper management are leeches who do nothing while interns do all the work. Depends on who you're asking. VR Kanojo. Recommended. This is either the peak of my life or rock bottom. Recommended 53,207 hours on record. Help. I wonder what game. Not to brag, Stick Fight the game. Recommended. Not to brag, but I got 70 plus wins on one server. Not recommended. The people who make Overwatch porn work harder than the people who make Overwatch. The worst kind of existential crisis. 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Recommended. I have no idea what happened and somehow got checkmated in past, present, and future in 5 different dimensions at the same time. Or I don't know if it's the same time. I don't even know what time is anymore. It's horrifying. I'm not even sure if I'm typing in the present timeline right now. Payday 2 moment. Not recommended. Played only a few hours. Will continue to play for hundreds more. Don't get this game. It doesn't allow you to live a life. All I can hear in the silence of night is, I will give you my all. I stubbed my toe and instinctively yelled, ah, I need a medic bag. People Playground. Recommended. I've played this game for the past few hours. It's pretty good. 12,000 hours on record. Rookie numbers. That's gotta hurt. Overwatch 2. Not recommended. I don't know which Blizzard treats worse, its players or its female employees. 1,183 people found this review helpful. There's poop in my soup. God damn, that is a throwback. Not recommended. Poop is so funny. Bruh. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Recommended. The narrator is so fine that even my asexual ass needs to get railed by him. If you haven't played the Stanley Parable, play this version of the game. It is so good. Recommended. Scary white heads run at you. Who is to say what this game is? What game is this? That's what I'm saying. He needs help. Garfield cart. Not recommended. My wife left me. Developer response? Good. Recommended. I hate Redditors, man. My gambling addict friend said if I posted a review on Stumble Guys the game and it gets 75 likes and 20 awards, that he will buy me a case of beer and some vodka, so I'm just gonna leave this here. Sounds great. Blooming business casino. Recommended. I spent over an hour trying to get a rhino to eat French cheese. 10 out of 10. Not recommended. Can't sex the robot. Bro just wanted to play Golf It. Golf It. Recommended. I cannot play this game with Nick because it always devolves into gay roleplay. I guess they're on the wrong way. Recommended. Balls are on the wrong way. This is what I do in FNAF Security Breach 2. FNAF Security Breach. Recommended. Spend most of my playtime looking at Roxy and Freddy's ass. 10 out of 10. A mecha game has mechas in it? Impossible. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Not recommended. Only bought this game because it was advertised to have been made by the Elden Ring developers. The moment I saw mechas, I just quit immediately. There's no way it's going to be even half as good as ER, especially without Miyazaki at the helm. Going back to Baldur's Gate 3, and then I'll have Starfield to feast on. Dude, you played for 20 minutes. I played for 5, and I was hooked immediately. Are you insane? This man hates Alf Landon. Hearts of Iron 4. I want to gut Alf Landon like a fish so bad. My hate is unfathomable, and I despise this man to my very core. He ruined my game, my life, he fucked my wife, and also my dog. He put his dirty finger in my ear when I was 5 years old, and it was full of saliva. His ass also stinks, and he only has one testicle. When I wake up, I think of Alf Landon, and I puke immediately. What do you think Alf Landon would think of this? His opinion matters a lot to me. In short, I hate this man a lot, and I cannot play the game anymore because of my pure and unbridled hatred towards him. If he wasn't in it, I would give it 10 out of 10, but sadly, I cannot. So I advise against playing HOI4 unless you want to see his disgusting and beautiful, horrible face. In short, I give this game an 8 out of 10. It's okay. Never saw this review for Nier Automata on here. Nier Automata. Recommended. Glad there's an option for auto attack for one-handed players such as myself. TF2 review. TF2. 2. Not recommended. You can't have sex with Saxton Hale. I was scammed and had to get a new PC and life is ruined, but the game is pretty fun. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Not recommended. I installed a gun mod and I ended up getting a Trojan and now all my files are encrypted. They want me to pay them 1.6 Bitcoin. 1.6 Bitcoin? What the f even is Bitcoin? I don't know what that is. I couldn't get all my files all summer and now school is starting, so I had to get a new PC. I literally don't have any money right now and I'm unemployed. And what's worse is my parents are trying to kick me off the house. Man, life has just been going terribly. I don't know what to do at this point. On the bright side, the game was really fun. I don't blame your parents for trying to kick you off the house. Who lives on the roof? Recommended. This game is really good. It's got a decent physics simulation that allows the creation of many things. It also runs well on many devices, even my Chromebook. The game has 3 main game modes: survival, creative, and a challenge mode. In creative mode, you can build almost anything. In survival mode, you have to find resources and craft parts to build stuff. In challenge mode, you are given challenges to beat with limited resources. You can also make and play community-made challenges. With simulation quality set to advanced, Samsung Galaxy Chromebook, Mr. Chromebox, Core Boot, firmware, Arch Linux gets 45 FPS at best. Guy won't stop yapping. Holy shit, it's an actual review in the Steam Reviews section. Heisenberg. Yes, almost all 39 pages of comments are like this. You know, I like seeing Heisenberg, but what I don't like is seeing a positive review for Overwatch 2. What World of Warships does to a man. World of Warships. Recommended. The ship is on fire. The ship is on fire. The ship is on fire. We are taking in water. The ship is on fire. The ship is on fire. Torpedoes to stern. The ship is on fire. The ship is on fire. The ship is on fire. We are taking in water. The ship. You get the idea. Objection. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Ampholen. I can't believe my comfort game is a bunch of gays shouting objections at each other. Geometry Dash review. Recommended. Got laid because I showed my boyfriend that I beat back on track. Getting mixed signals here, buddy. Remnant 2. Not recommended. I loved the game very much and I highly recommend the game to everyone, but please be careful because you're going to be very addicted to the game. Sigma Male Grind Set. Overwatch 2. Recommended. Downloaded the game, connected Steam to Blizzard account, run the game, received some achievements, closed the game. American Truck Simulator. Recommended. It is great. As someone with 266 hours myself, yeah, was reading the reviews to consider whether or not I should buy it, and then I see this masterpiece. U-Boat. Recommended. No capping, I be out here sinking cringe allied merchants till the destroyers ping me on that sonar izzle and drop mad depth charge bombs on my head and I sink to crush depth in the middle of the Atlantic like a real Kriegsmarine. TM for real. The crossover we need, and someone will probably mod it in. Starfield. Recommended. Can't wait to bump into my character from Skyrim that got launched into outer space by a giant. Recommended. Gabe Newell, make this canon and I will gargle your nuts anytime you want. I haven't played it yet, but as a Danganronpa fan and Sonic fan, I kinda want to now. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Recommended. Danganronpa, but good. Recommended. Furry Dark Souls. Steam reviewer becomes Professor Steiner. WrestleQuest. Recommended. You know, they say that all games are created equal, but you look at me and you look at WWE 2K23, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestling game, you got a 50-50 chance of winning, but I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal, so you got a 25% at best at beat me. Then you add AEW Fight Forever to the mix, your chances of winning drastic go down. See the 3-way on Steam, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning, but I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because AEW Fight Forever knows he can't beat me and he's not even gonna try. So WWE 2K23, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance and you got a 8 1/3 chance of winning on Steam, but then you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go one-on-one and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning on Steam. See, WWE, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you on Steam. I saw some people also say that there were better working conditions than McDonald's, and I wonder if that's also true. Yakuza 0. Recommended. Still better working conditions than either an Amazon warehouse or a Tesla factory. We all knew this would happen. Overwatch 2. Not recommended. Link to Team Fortress 2. Understandable. Google Earth VR. Ampholen. Saw our cat taking a dump in the garden in Street View. Trains are hard. Open TTD. Monkey. Recommended. This is one of the few games that makes you sit at your desk with your hand on your chin, staring at your monitor while you slowly stroke your chin/beard like a 1700s Chinese philosopher while designing the most egregious, intricately detailed-looking rail system mankind has ever known, only to realize that you have zero clue how signals work, and now 156 people are now dead in a fireball. 9.5 out of 10. Roots of Insanity. Not recommended. Or, at least, stupidity. Recommended. Got to make out with a nun while my friend got his balls tased. Recommended. My friend got to make out with a nun and all I got was my balls tased. Don't Tell the Dwarf. Lego The Lord of the Rings. Recommended. I tried to use an axe as Legolas and the game crashed. Best game. Terraria review. Not recommended. This game is good in the first 5 minutes, then it's trash after that. This man's tolerance is insane. A Masochist's Wet Dream. GTFO. Empfohlen. This game kicked my ass, took my lunch money, blanked my mom, stole my gushers, and called me slurs, and I said, thank you. 20 out of 10, it's a masochist's wet dream. I mean, who wouldn't? Honkai Impact 3rd. Recommended. Story is good, characters are cool, I want to be crushed in between Alicia's thighs. 9 out of 10. Honestly, I don't think the experience is any different today. Gary's Mod. Recommended by your friend. A solid 80% of my hours on this game are spent on dark RP servers placing photo frames of men kissing art next to photo frames of anime girls and uniforms. Listening to random adult men scream at me about how awful I am absolutely makes my day every time. 11 out of 10 will keep playing and spreading gay Homestuck fan art wherever I go. For True. Marvel's Avengers. Recommended. This game is good if you ignore that it's bad. Return to Monkey. Balloon Tower Defense 6. Recommended. Monkey throw dart, brain is happy. Recommended. Toho Luna Nights is a game where you throw chainsaws at a little girl. This is the best review I ever saw. 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Recommended. I'm a physics undergrad and this game will be my PhD dissertation. Top tier immersion. Star Wars The Old Republic 128. What's with the numbers? Recommended. You can scratch your ass with /scratch. Honestly, not a bad way to summarize the plot. Far Cry 3. Recommended. White frat boy goes on a power trip in Indonesia. This review is true for only 2 games in this world. Rainbow Six Siege. Recommended. You say wait, and everyone waits. 11 out of 10. Oh god. The Escapists. Recommended. Do not drop the soap. Trust me. Cheaper and at least twice as addictive. Baldur's Gate 3. Recommended. This is way cheaper than a heroin addiction. 10 out of 10. Can confirm. Stardew Valley. Recommended. Fish. Alright, well, I've played a few hours of Stardew Valley myself, and I can confirm there's a couple fish here and there to be fished. Forspoken. Not recommended. I got the game for free, and I still feel like I've been robbed. These zombie guys sound quite nice. Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year. Fantastic game, by the way. Recommended. Very fun to play. The zombies are very friendly. Signed, not the zombies. Well, I mean, that sounds like a very trustworthy review if you ask me. Everything. BPM bullets per minute. Recommended. Roses are red, violets are red, everything is red. Help. Yeah, why are you giving it a negative review if you haven't played it? The Wandering Village. Not recommended. Early access. I literally pledged this on Kickstarter only for the concept. I haven't played it yet and I don't even know if I will ever care. Hashtag first world problems. And yeah, it's a not recommended review. Interesting. Indeed, good Spaceballs 10 out of 10 game, Astroneer. Recommended. Good Spaceballs. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Recommended. I recommend this game because I made it. Well, I mean, yeah, if you make something and you can't recommend it to others, then you might have some reworking to do. He's got a point. I am on observation duty 4. The only time it's acceptable to find a naked man outside your window. Yeah, I can't think of many situations where I would like to find a naked man outside my window, but to each their own. Battlefield 4. Recommended. Spawn on top of skyscraper, skyscraper goes down, die. Respawn on squadmate on the ground, the same skyscraper falls on top of us, die. 10 out of 10. Sounds like a fun loop. Who doesn't? Iron Harvest. Recommended. I like big mechs and I cannot lie. No rocket anymore. Kerbal Space Program. Structural integrity? Actual control of the rocket? No, my friend. Here we only make rocket go boom. A very respectable way to play the game. Took you long enough. Payday 2. Recommended. I think I'm starting to like this game. 2,583 hours on record. Thank God, I was kinda worried for a minute. Antimatter Dimensions. Not recommended. GPU spikes, it's a minor. And then there's a developer response, nah, it doesn't have a minor, that wouldn't be good game design. Agreed. Civ 6. Recommended. I can quit anytime I want. 14,000 hours on record. 14,000 hours plus. Holy moly. Airport Madness World Edition, recommended. Wouldn't spend too much time playing this game. After a couple hundred hours, you unlock all the achievements. Damn. 2,485 hours. Good God. Also, I think I've actually been looking for a game like this, so Lord forgive me if I get sucked into this game as well someday. Recommended. Dwarf Fortress. Local jewel crafter starved to death because he had isolated himself in his workshop until he created a masterpiece and refused to leave for food. Went to clean out the workshop and someone made a masterpiece cup out of his skull. Game is great. Recommended. Funny square game. There's a lot of games that one could be. 1,481 hours on record. Recommended. Dunno that I'm gonna buy anything, but I sure wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent. I have no idea what this could be. Elden Ring. Recommended. Almost all my hours were spent looking at the barefoot women in the game. Okay. Add sex. My singing monsters. Recommended. Add sex. Alright, well, we know what they want added to the game. That's for sure. Recommended. 10 out of 10 game. I can push my grandma off the edge. What? I'm lost. I could not tell you which one this is. He really needs help, you know. Portal 2. Not recommended. Not recommended. I've spent too much time on this game and lost my job and my wife. A total waste of my life. No, hold on, wait. 33,663 hours. 22,000 at review time. So, this guy made this review, acknowledged how terrible it is for his life, and then played 11,000 more hours. I mean, how does someone love a game that much? You know, I wish I liked a game that much. Actually, no, I don't. But I kinda do, you know? Recommended. Warning, this game can lead to positive thoughts about EA. It's probably for, like, Jedi Fallen Order or something. That was awesome. Fantastic. Yes, Jesse, yes. Aim Lab. Not recommended. I still can't aim. Bro's got one hell of a life, not gonna lie. Toilet Chronicles. Recommended. I sat on the toilet in a public restroom, cried for 3 minutes, then blew myself up with a grenade. Once I had a similar experience IRL, so I would say it's pretty accurate. Yeah, let's just say from this guy's experience, and take it from me as well, just don't bring a grenade into a bathroom. It just never goes well. We're gonna move on. Recommended. Useful. 10,900 hours? What's useful? I thought we were over this already. Needy streamer overload. Recommended. Cute and fun. I liked when she said it's streamin' time and streamed all over those guys. Not gonna lie, sounds kinda hot. Sad. Omori. Recommended. Warning before buying game. Game is a lie. It shows you that when you are severely mentally ill, you go on adventures with your imagined friends. Fact check, lie. When I am severely mentally ill, I just feel sad and sit alone in my room. SCP Containment Breach. Recommended. This game is scarier than my dad after I fail a test, but it causes slightly less pain. Alright. I don't know what to put here. Hearts of Iron 4. Recommended. Definitely 5 stars because Joseph Stalin is so hot in this game. Alright. It will happen soon. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Not recommended. If we hit 1,000 crashes by the end of the month, I'll post 5 videos of me oiled up and twerking. Alright. Top review for Fallout 4. Recommended. My mod folder was 30 gigabytes bigger than the actual game. I can't remember what this game started as because when I run it, it loads up a pornographic version of Minesweeper. He's clueless but having a blast. Hearts of Iron 4. Recommended. This game is very fun even though I have no idea how to play it. There's plenty of games like that I've played. Not recommended. Booby level too hard and not enough boob. 3 out of 10 sorry. I don't know what game this is, but I'm interested a little bit, but apparently there's not enough of what I'm looking for, so moving on. The World of Warship devs have a thing for ship girls. Recommended. I blame Azure Lane for making me play this damn ship girl waifus. Developer response. A man of culture. Be yourself. Don't look back. Interesting. Only in War Thunder. Recommended. The only game where the developers have to beg their player base to stop leaking classified military documents. I would too. PUBG Battlegrounds. Not recommended. I'd rather buy WinRAR. Well, you know, after like, what, 20, 25 years, WinRAR works exactly as it should. But after like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, PUBG still runs like ass on PC. I mean, come on, man. Indeed, Madness Project Nexus. Recommended. A very family-friendly game about a poor man learning how to help everyone he comes across, meeting wacky companions along the way. I'm sure this is a very accurate review. True Chad, Cookie Clicker. Yes, I'm playing this game voluntarily. So what? As someone who has 207 hours in Cookie Clicker, don't. Just don't even start. Just don't. A game about a relationship between praying mantises. Don't make love. Recommended. I had sex and died immediately after. 10 out of 10, game of the year. Wholesomeness. Oxygen not included. Recommended. Please add the possibility to brutally kill those who come to vomit in the water reservoir. It is indeed. Geometry Dash. It's a game. Yup, it sure is. You're better off. FIFA 23. Not recommended. You're better off squirting lemon in your own eyeballs and pouring vinegar in your open wounds. Your money is better spent by burning it or giving it to the homeless. Accurate. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Recommended. British people are the root cause of all problems in society, and these games only further prove my point. Leet Haxor Skills, Exapunks. Recommended. 1997 just hit you up on the beeper and is stopping by to drop off a 12-pack of Surge and some flaming hot Cheetos. It's time to put those Leet Haxor skills to the test. Pros, it comes with printable swag game manual. Cons, couldn't print it on a dot matrix. It's very important. Azure Lane Crosswave. Recommended. I assure you, officer, drawing 90-year-old battleships as 9-year-old girls is crucial to the plot. What? Game too hard. Wallpaper engine. Not recommended. I still can't beat it. 2,000 hours. Which one are you? The Past Within. Recommended. Game is a great way to spend $6 or $12 if you got a cheap-ass friend. Recommended. I am the cheap-ass friend. Unfinished game. Descenders. Recommended. Unfinished game. It's missing the entire last half where you're in the hospital, and you have to deal with your mother standing over your bed judging your life choices that led you to bike through a forest at 30 miles an hour and then try to ramp over a moving train. This is a basic part of the game that's been left out. These guys are worse than Nintendo. Scott Pilgrim's Steam release had this. Recommended. Nobody reads the reviews anyway, so I'll just say I'm gay. It might be a low bar, who knows? Exapunks. Recommended. I am not intelligent enough. Me too. Papers, please. Recommended. I hate paying my taxes. Me neither. Hollow Knight. Recommended. Better than sex. I don't have any. Recommended. They made an 18+ game. They also waited for everyone to turn 18+. How convenient. Classic COD. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Recommended. I kill guy. Get called Stinky Blank. I kill him again. He says he will defile my mother. I kill him again. He leaves game. Game crashes. I call mother to warn her of XX Mr. Fister XX. She calls me disappointment. I boot game up again. And the cycle continues. A day? Really? People Playground. Recommended. I played it for a day and I liked it. 1,891 hours at review time. Deception. Team Fortress 2. Not recommended. Enjoyed the game till I found out the spy is French? I didn't know that. Oh, god damn it. In the Red Dead Redemption 2 most helpful reviews section, I got hit with the feels reading this. Recommended. A week ago, I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and the doctors have given me a year at best. I'm so glad I was able to play this masterpiece before I go. I don't know how many people will see this, but I recommend to you to buy this game if you do see it. Gameplay, atmosphere, graphics, story, everything is masterfully crafted. Thank you, Rockstar Games, for your game. Well, shit, what a way to cap it all off. I hope you are doing better now, gamer. Kanjozuku Game. Recommended. I miss her. This review for Poppy Playtime. Recommended. Nobody reads the reviews anyways, that's what you think, so I'll just say I'm gay. Well, congratulations. One of the saddest deaths of all time. War Thunder. Not recommended. Apology for bad English. Where were you when economy die? I was at house eating Dorito when phone ring. Economy is kill. No. The proper way to play Skyrim. Recommended. Almost done testing my mods. I'm very excited for my first playthrough playthrough. 1,482 hours on record. Look, man, you gotta get that experience just right. Kerbal Space Program. Recommended. Bob is now going to suffer eternally floating in the void of nothing, an expanse yet to be filled, knowing, through all of his knowledge, that he will never make it back home, never see his green family again, never touch green grass, never feel the touch of his wife. Why must he suffer like this? What transcendent wrongdoing of his has been returned? What god has he insulted? Why? Why? Because Kerbals love space. Orange, Project Wingman. Recommended. A mentally ill, bloodless creature flips the plane like a coin in the ruins of California. The Fantazone. Good game, plus orange. Recommended. Ace Combat Orange. Recommended orange. Recommended. This game made me fear the color orange. Recommended. It's Metal Gear Rising, but with planes. If you like the color orange, this game is perfect for you. Recommended. This game induces extreme depression from the player, being reminded that they do not have a tomboy WSO girlfriend and existential fear of the color orange. I want to know what movies this guy's been watching. One Shot. Recommended. This game tickles my brain in ways that not even lesbian cannibal movies can, and that's seriously saying something. Yeah, if I was at gunpoint and you told me to name a lesbian cannibal movie, well, I'd be dead. Lesbian cannibal movies, obviously. 30 minutes in, 17%. The Last of Us. Not recommended, still building shaders. It boggles me that The Last of Us, the fucking Last of Us, one of the greatest games of, like, ever, gets on Steam, and it's a terrible port. How? No idea. Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, those are great on Steam. But whatever, I guess. War Crimes, People Playground. Recommended. The best game to commit war crimes in, and that's saying something. You can do that in a lot of games. I'm glad some people found it helpful. Claned. I don't know. Recommended. This game is severe pain. I cried for the first time in ages. 11 out of 10 would recommend to everyone. I would be unhappy too. Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Not recommended. No nude scenes. He found that out 240 hours in. Are you okay? Recommended. I think he likes Spore. Recommended. I like it. 1,060 hours. If you haven't played Spore, do yourself a favor. Play some Spore. Hint of the sex update has been revealed. Ultra Kill. Not recommended. Where's the sex? Oh, developer response. In the balls. It just works. Fallout New Vegas. Recommended. Me. Is this a bug or a feature? Bethesda. Yes. You only played for 33 hours. Bloons Tower Defense 6. Not recommended. Please help. Please. I can't stop. I go to sleep and I hear the noise. I hear the balloons popping. I guess this will save a few lives. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. If you're going to play with the Japanese voices, just make sure you have headphones on if you're gonna have Neptune as a frontline fighter, especially if your mom is Hispanic and or Catholic. Neptune occasionally sounds as if she's being data expunged when she gets hit. I was just about to buy it. Good thing I didn't. Fallout New Vegas. Recommended. This game is free on Epic from 5/25/23 to 6/01/23. Yeah, but why would you ever want to use Epic Games Launcher? Well, that's good to know. Deep Rock Galactic. Recommended. Better working conditions than McDonald's. Yeah, I think any video game will be more enjoyable than working at McDonald's. Over a year of playtime. Borderlands 2. Recommended. It's okay. 11,000 hours. I can't even fathom playing a game for that long. So that's where my batteries went. People Playground. Recommended. This game made me steal one battery from each remote in my neighbor's house. Okay. Portal 2. Recommended. I think GLaDOS wants me. Yeah, dead maybe. Most normal relationship ever. VR chat. Recommended. Met my wife on here while drunk 3 years ago. I mean, hey, I think it's pretty cool that people can meet through video games and instantly relate, and then, uh-oh, you're married now. Geometry Dash. Recommended. I'm sure you can tell why I suggest it. 18,678.3 hours on record. Oh my god. Recommended. Needs more men kissing. Still very good. Not sure what game this is for, but I think all games could benefit from some men kissing. Europe Universalis 4, aka the map watching simulator with a 1,000-hour tutorial. 1,444 hours in, my first meeting of my best friend in Istanbul. We were getting to know each other. I asked him where he was from. He said, "You would have never heard of it." I said, "Try me." He said, "Adana." I said, "Oh, that is near Antioch, going towards Syria." His face melted. 10 out of 10 game. These are 3 random Ultra Kill reviews. There are 54,469-ish other positive reviews for the game. Recommended. If you can afford Ultra Kill, buy Ultra Kill. If you can't afford Ultra Kill, wait for Ultra Kill to go on sale, then buy Ultra Kill. Overall, buy Ultra Kill. Recommended. Better than sex. I never had sex. Recommended. Ultra Kill is like sex, but better. Geometry Dash. Not recommended. I got caught playing in class because I threw my desk across the room. Ever wanted to go to war with the ocean? Creeper World 3. Recommended. 2D Caligula Simulator. Magicka's loading screen must be amazing. 15 hours just spent there. Not recommended. Despite the best efforts of all my friends and I, we could not start and run this game at all. We couldn't even get past the loading screen to get into the game itself. The game is broken beyond all belief. Do not waste your money or your time on this disaster of a game. Which is sad to see, because I played Magicka a lot when I was younger. Not recommended. Game boo because not responding. Rain World. Recommended. Haha, wow, cute slug cat thingy. Oh my gosh, the green one is so adorable. Edit, God has failed me. Not recommended. I am sexually attracted to cookies. Cookie Clicker has ruined my life. Whenever I clicked on the trailer for this game and I saw that this game can be played in many languages, my heart was pumping. How does this cookie know so many languages? I instantly bought the game because knowing languages is extremely attractive, and then I loaded into the game and I was screaming and creaming at the sight of the grandmas. I have now ascended in the cookie world. People probably think, do you leave this game on while you sleep? No, I stay awake watching the cookie jiggle as I caress my mouse. This is not a joke. I can't escape cookies. Every weekend, if I'm not locked in my cage, I bake cookies. And when I'm not baking cookies, I'm playing Cookie Clicker. I can't help it anymore. Someone please send help. I myself have 214 hours of Cookie Clicker, so I concur. Subnautica. Recommended. This might shrimply be one of the greatest games I've ever played. No squidding. May seem daunting and confusing at first, but it isn't too complicated. If I could forget this game and play it all over again, I would. The atmosphere is totally immersive and beautiful. The soundtrack is nothing short of remarkable and is very beneficial to the overall feel of the game. This is a must-play for anyone who appreciates spectacular game design, shrimply mantastic. Just a few hours. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Recommended. I only played it a few hours and I think it's worth it. 1,000 hours at review time. Yeesh. But I also get it. I have 248 hours of American Truck Simulator, so yeah. Truck on, brother. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Not recommended. Runs like my ass after Taco Bell, and they still haven't fixed it. I love it. It took some time to do it, but he made it. Geometry Dash. Recommended. Finally beat Stereo Madness. Project Moon tutorials be like. Library of Ruina. Recommended. I finished the game and I still don't understand how the combat system works. There are 2 types of Stellaris players. Recommended. It honestly might be the best empire building sci-fi game ever made. The combat and graphics may not be #1, but the endless story generation and customization have made this game the one I've played the most in my life at this point. Recommended. Planet Go Boom. He does love ice cream. Operation Harsh Doorstop. Recommended. I love ice cream. So do I. Stardew Valley review. Recommended. I became gay, and I love it. Agreed. Blender. Recommended. Easy. I forget Blender's on Steam. Same. Your only move is hustle. Recommended. I'm doing 200 calculations per second, and they're all wrong. Terraria. Recommended. I mean, I can't really give a good review on it as I have yet to finish the game. 2,000 hours on record. Does this count? Anton Blast. Reviews. I like it. Vinesauce Vinny. Anton Blast has real Wario Land energy. Destructoid. I made this. Tony Grayson, studio head at Summit Sphere. Outlast equals Los Angeles, but easier. Recommended. I was in Los Angeles around 3 years back. This game is a toned-down version of my experience. Town of Salem 2. Not recommended. I got suspended already, and the UI is like a Roblox tycoon game. Missed message review. Recommended. When I launched this game, I was gay. That hasn't changed, but I'm sad now. So many choices. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition. Recommended. Your romance options as a straight male are a secret cannibal, an open cannibal, and a former cannibal. Not recommended. I spent the past 4 years studying programming and game development because I wanted to make educational games. Last weekend, when I was only a few months away from my degree and already applying to jobs in game companies, I discovered frog fractions. It absolutely stunned me. Everything I wanted to do, frog fractions already did it. It took the most boring school subjects and made them both fun and relevant. The difficulty curve is perfectly balanced, and the whole thing is tightly held together by an emotional and tear-jerking story. Because frog fractions already exists, the world no longer needs any more games, and it no longer needs me. Now I find myself in a depressed and unmotivated state, barely able to get out of bed each day. I know I should drop my classes and cancel my job interviews, but that takes effort. Thank you, Frog Fractions, for wasting 4 years of my life and crushing one of my biggest dreams. Recommended. Great game, however, my parents don't love me anymore ever since I bought this game. 10 out of 10. I was gonna buy it, now I am definitely gonna buy it. Fallout New Vegas. Recommended. Courier gets assaulted by 3 grannies with switchblades, proceeds to explode them with a laser beam shot from the sky, getting eviscerated in the process, proceeding to use time travel in order to rewind back a few minutes ago. Good summary of the wackiness of this game. Good times. Final Fantasy 15. Not recommended. The nutritional facts on a milk carton have a more coherent plot. Good reviews versus bad reviews on Steam. Portal Reloaded. Recommended. Fun. Not recommended. I almost feel bad for leaving a negative review. The developers tried, but the game isn't fun. It isn't like the original. It isn't like the other mods. When you play the original, you at least see things happen and figure out on the go by just modifying something. Here, with the new mechanic, if you make a mistake on the way, you have to reset most of the puzzle. The time travel mechanic makes the game overly complicated. It is challenging, but it isn't fun. I don't feel like I accomplished something when I complete a puzzle because I already forgot what I did. Was it solved by logic or by luck? I can't tell. I'm sure that there are players that love the difficulty. Portal Stories is great and really builds up to something. It saves the hard puzzles for the last levels, but this one hits you with hard puzzles from the start. Well, you know, different strokes. Recommended. So I was playing Muck one time and I enjoyed it, hence I left it on my computer till this day, before the incident. I was sleeping peacefully when Muck blinds me at 3 a.m. at night, suddenly open and ready to play. I was so scared I jumped out of my 3-story house into a pool of infested eels and hungry sharks. This problem caused hardship and trauma for myself, and I don't think I will ever recover for the rest of my life. Good game though, 10 out of 10. Florida Simulator. Far Cry 6. Recommended. I was able to send a crocodile out to fight sharks in the open water, and it won. Ah yes, a date sim horror game dedicated to girls has the one problem of Doki Doki Literature Club. Not recommended. No men. Is the protagonist or the person you're playing as not a man, or is it like a choice thing, or I don't know, I don't care. I agree with this review. Cry of Fear. Not recommended. Simon can't have sex with the doctor. 0 out of 10. IGN needs more sex. Bro really wants to have sex with Father Gregory. Half-Life 2. Not recommended. Can't sex in Ravenholm. Well, that's the last place I'd want to have sex. Sneaky little hobbitses after our money. The Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Not recommended. They takes it from us, precious. Tricksy hobbitses stole our money. Gollum, Gollum, throw it into the fire. Precious, smash it with a roxes. Misery, misery, curse Daedalic, curse it and crush it. We hates it forever. Spoiling nice story. No rest for poor Smeagol. Fell into the lava in the pit and close the gameses. Gollum is free.
Really trying to understand this one negative review specifically. There is no wombat in the game. Fall Guys, no combat, no wombat. Very positive on Steam. I hate wombat. Yo, I got you. Thought I was going to be playing a game about changing light bulbs. Got some zombie game with parkour instead. Ugh. This review of Nier Automata brought some tissues, but never thought I'd use them for tears. Oh, come on, that's great, dude. I did not know Steam allowed my friends to see what I was playing. We thank you for your sacrifice, the developer. Crusade of Kings 2. Almost done with the tutorial. It's never ending, mate. Hunt down the Freeman. Go by WinRAR instead. It's more useful. The developers are like my friends. Around for a while and then just abandoned me. They just stopped updating, man. They just stopped. Rust on Steam. Wake up on a beach. Wander. Meet some guys dressed up in trash holding AK-47s. Hey, you naked. I come. Follow us. You're our prisoner now. They bring me to the base with a crudely drawn ISIS flag on it. They bring me into their base. Sing for us. I don't say anything. saying, well, you're hard useless, aren't you? Bring him into the Thunderdome. Wait, what? They bring me into a prison with another naked. Now fight! Me and the naked fight intensely with rocks. I kill him. Everyone is screaming Allah Akbar in bad Middle Eastern accents. They bring me outside for a break. One ISIS member leaves the base and I run outside while the door is open, being shot at by AK-47s while zigzagging. I escape into the desert. Then I left Egypt, brought Rust, and the same thing happened in Rust. Oh, dude, that was freaking great. That's the best one of this whole video. Before I played Apex Legends, I had a small wee-wee, no friends, no girlfriend, depression, and absolutely no life. These things haven't changed, but the game is pretty damn good, dog. The soundtrack hits hard. Stuck with a black screen after the intro. Intro sounds fire though, so I'm satisfied, worth $5. Factorio, unfortunately you can't automate reviewing writing. Only negatives is I had to write this review myself. Besides that, perfect game. Recommended! It made me want to cry and eat pancakes, but not waffles though, otherwise it'd be negative. The user interface is like trying to play the piano with a knife and fork. I give up. Never give up on that. To a person who hasn't played this game, it is a confusing review. Stop peeing into clean water, dog. I'm trying to sip that. First day on VR chat, watched two giant anime girls make out. Almost got abducted by a gang of teeny Hatsune Mikus. Met a perverted Morty who went around shoving his face into anime titties and screaming, "Oh, jeez, man." Met a guy that was tripping on acid while playing with VR and couldn't stand up. Saw a businessman that was crawling underneath anime girl avatars to look up their skirts while making fapping noises. 10 out of 10 immersive experience, would play again. I bet that businessman would get along with the Grimer from that one Pokemon card. Installed a sex mod but couldn't have sex with the Ultrons. 2 out of 10 setup. Your game is Nexus. 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Whoever made this is a psychopath. I can see why this game has the psychological horror tag. Couldn't sleep for weeks. Perfect for chess novices because even if you play against an expert, they're just as confused as you are. A terrible tool for teaching someone how to play chess. What? I gave a little hug to a player. He stands back at me for 5 seconds and then jumped off the map and killed himself, and never before have I felt as much power as I did in this moment. You know, I was thinking this was either Fall Guys or, of course, VR chat. Played it, got banned, 10 out of 10, can't play again. Raft. Yo, this game is Minecraft minus the Minecraft. Megacraft Hentai Edition. My friend bought this game for me, we are no longer friends. I bought my friend this game, now he doesn't respond to my texts. Flight Simulator. For a second, the airplane sounded super realistic. Then I realized it was my PC because the fan's about to explode. A group of players forced me into a corner and made a pair of Triceratops fornicate on top of me, and I was forced to watch the entire process. They named the first board after me, so that was nice, I guess. Jet Set Radio. A few high school dropouts are spray painting some walls. Obviously, we need 4 helicopters, a SWAT team, attack dogs, bombs, and tear gas. 10 out of 10 would be a victim of police brutality again. Bad. Not enough boobs. Please, dev, fix. Best comment ever. I'll ask our director if we can bring the boob count average up to 3 per characters. I never actually finished this game, but man, that's a lot of hours. Rumbo. More like into the bin. Hahaha, Empire Sin, get it? Went to the Discord to discuss a feature and was told by the dev to get good. Not a nice way to interact with users, IMO. LOL, wrecked, homie, wrecked! Cannot sex the funny bone man. I demand to be able to sex the funny bone man. You can do everything you can't do in real life, like casting magic and talking to girls. Lies about Dark Souls. A very fun, stress-free game that will comfort you with its relaxing level, and friendly NPCs, and non-tension-inducing environment. No, it's not holding me hostage, what? Awful game, that'll play it anymore. Alright, good for you. Dota 2, or Dota 2, I don't care. Causes anxiety problems, low self-esteem, Tourette syndrome, mood swings, bipolar disorder, breakdown of relationships, raging erections. Ooh, racism, would definitely recommend. I like the raging erection part, ooh la la. Every time a different game pisses me off, I come back to Slime Rancher to relax and have fun. It's super satisfying building up your ranch and collecting different things. It's almost impossible to get frustrated with this game, except when your slimes break out of their coral and start eating each other's food and fecal matter. This can turn them into weird mutant slime combos and sometimes into a floating black tower of death that destroys your entire ranch while you're away, and you break your keyboard in half over your knee in a fit of rage. I have crippling depression. No, I didn't need help. Had 12 kids with 8 different women, became president, then died when I tried cooking spaghetti. 10 out of 10, super realistic. Rainbow Six Siege. Made me scream, banned. Yes, great band. My girlfriend left me because I spent $90 for this game instead of taking her to a fine dining at McDonald's. But it doesn't matter, women are temporary. But doom is eternal. You know who isn't eternal? Daisy. She's dead. The balls on your horse shrink in the winter. That's a pretty cool thing. It's okay. It's okay. Game. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. After having crashed into my school over 50 times, I am still not bored. 10 out of 10 game. I hate my school. The zombies die when you shoot at them. That's pretty cool. Horror games help him poop. Very helpful for constipation. Just helps it fly right down in my gaming chair. Blender. Hoping to get the basics down soon. One day, haha, every clicker in a nutshell. I click, number go up, neuron activated. I guess if you're a farmer and know all the ins and outs of farming, you might rate this game a little lower than I would. But I'm not a farmer. I grew up in the country surrounded by farms in Washington State, but I couldn't point at a tractor and tell you anything more than, that's a tractor right there. Now I can. No longer is that thing holding up all the traffic when you're late for work, just a tractor. That's a Massey Ferguson 5810 or 5810 with a Gone GF522 THA Tedder. That's holding up all the traffic when you're late for work. So now when I yell out my window as I drive by, I'm no longer limited by a road rage farming vocabulary. I hate tractors, but I love this game. Hope I've helped. Well, I do have some road rage and live in the country, so this come in handy. This huggy wuggy ooh woo monster ate my butt and made me fall out of my seat. 10 out of 10, worth my money. Review from Type Shock. I no longer have any friends. My wife left me, my kids don't want to see me, and I lost my 7-figure salary career. But it's all been worth it. Since I bought this game many moons ago, I've not left my house, and although the real-world aspects of my life have dissolved, I barely noticed due to the inexpressible amazingness of this game. And best of all, it only took me 3.142 seconds to type this review. Nice, mate. Good for you. It's a great co-op for me and my wife. BF, he often goes in her room to tell her about this game, and she gets so excited she starts clapping all night long. 10 out of 10 fun for the whole family, including the new man. 0 out of 10. Turned all my Steam store recommendations into hentai games. Damn you, but I found some good ones, not gonna lie. Pro tip for all you Factorio players out there. Fun fact for people playing this game, if you press escape on your keyboard, a menu pops up on the screen. At the bottom of the menu, there's a button that says Quick Game. If you select this option, you can get to see your friends and family again. It won't hold you hostage. Oh god, it found the escape. Help! I love Factorio. What are you talking about? It's not holding me hostage. Haha, haha. Send help, please. At least you don't have to build an apartment complex to win in Apex. Just saying. Test review by a Valve employee. This is purely a test of the negative review system. Please ignore this one. I have 815 hours in this game, and I can confidently agree, it gets worse with each update. Yeah, it does. Can't relate, protagonist interacts with females, so you know, never gonna happen to me. For Far Cry 5. It's like dating a pretty girl that's boring to talk to. Yeah, it's fair. Football Manager 2022. I've never bought and sold so many children from South America before, but you know what? Now I have. Don't starve together. Just don't. LMAO. Why is world hunger a thing? Just don't starve. Yeah, that's right. Just don't starve. Just eat some sand. Good to go.